Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Observer's Everyman crossword. This is being published on Sunday the 15th of June 2025. As ever, I publish it a week later because it's a prize crossword. You can, I think in the paper you can write in and send in an entry. So I don't want to put any spoilers out there. I've had a little test play check because I only do these once a week and I never come into the Observer once a week. I always have to check my screen settings and things, but I think it's okay. I think I'm set up, so I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. No, not crack on, crack on. Decline a long saga, saga A, I suppose. Prepare what may be toast for deceased. Prepare what may be toast. Brown bread. Brown bread is dead. Bit of Cockney rhyming slang. Loves to embrace. Welcome somewhere in America. Peru. Peru loves. Hi. Ohio. Ohio, okay. Keep in diamante purses. Kept in, sorry, diamante purses. Feels like it should be a anti-per, manti-per, amande. I don't know. Feels like there should be a hidden word there somewhere. Not sure. Tear off with rare bird. It prevents a sale. Tear off would be tear off. Maybe an anagram. Rare bird. It prevents sale. Rate. Don't know. Okay, primarily, okay, B-O-L-S-H, Bolshi, okay, Bolsheviks, lookalikes in nightcaps, maybe, lookalikes, nightcaps isn't 7 letters, nightcaps, I can't think what lookalikes are, stagger company with ultimately rancid fish, that's surely some kind of cod, isn't it? I'm not very good on cod fish though. Stagger. Real cod? Real? I think that's probably real cod. We'll find out. Getting names wrong. Getting names wrong. Everyman. A kind of absent-mindedness. That's amnesia. Flying creature from the red planet. One red planet. So that's Mars. Very hard and disappointingly rarer to capture one. Anagram of, is it a Martian? Something Martian? Don't know. Somewhere in West Asia, obtained from bizarre Azerbaijan. I think that must be. I'm going to go with that being Azerbaijan, no tar. Yeah, it's an anagram of that, wasn't it? I think. Bizarre and tagine without the tar in it, I think. Foreign currency in Den from the east, so Den, foreign currency. Oh, I'm not sure I saw this the other day actually. Can't remember. Okay, read hype from Milan footballers that they've come a long way. Read hype from Milan, so inter something, interrailers, hype is PR, Inter Milan and AC Milan. Okay, redundant, a false god, so they say. Idle. I think idle, like that. Wears underwear twisted in the middle in drinking spots. Wears underwear twisted in the middle in probably some kind of bars, I think it is. Drinking spots would be bars. Let's put bar there. Wears underwear. It's in the middle. Don't know. In Kigali, Kigali, dancing, it's just saying around Kigali with dancing, Kurt Rocker's flourish. In Kigali is 6 with Kurt. Kigali with Kurt, is that some kind of rock? No. Flourish is I'll come back to that. Stagger real, and feel sick audibly. It's the booze. Stagger. Feel sick audibly. It's the booze. Nope. Yeah, Bolshi's correct, isn't it? Claret. Flipping claret. Wine. Red wine. What's that to do with wine? Red wine. Claret. Wine. Don't know. Sci-fi film, Drunken Lunar Bender. Okay, that's just a anagram, isn't it, of Lunar Bender. What have we got? sci-fi films 5 and 6. Ain't Total Recall, although that would fit a 5 and 6 clue. Let's keep going, see if I can get some more things. Volcano regularly lost heat and area. Etna. Yep. Legendary Queen performed at the Globe. Legendary Queen performed at Globe. You'd think that's an R for Queen. Legendary would be performed at Globe. Not sure about that. East China Golden Place where contrary views unheard. Or E-China Golden E-China, so I assume that's COD. Where contrary views unheard. Golden Place. You'd think that's Golden would be OU or AU. Cool. Secret kind of ad. Secret kind of ad. Sort. Daft Peddler is in rope soled footwear. Espadrille. Espad. Yeah, espadrille, which is double L, isn't it? It's an anagram of, I think, of Daft Peddler. Of Peddler, sorry. Okay, let's go for perform. Perhaps info from spy. That's increasingly ladies here. You'd think that's IER for increasingly lazy, so data, perhaps data from spy. What's a spy? I'm not sure that's data, it's like ER, but that's increasingly lazy would be Dahlia. Swim topless. Crawl, no. Creative work truly at. Swim. Topless is to crawl, breaststroke, freestyle, backstroke, butterfly. There's not a lot more to do with swim unless it's an anagram of topless. Is it? Yeah, okay, maybe it's an anagram of creative. Without C, which becomes reative. Where am I getting that second A from? Truly at. Gosh. Artist, somewhat sesquipedalian. Dali, there we are. That's a nice easy one. I needed that. Oh, notebook entry describes this English county. Kent. Yeah, Kent is in that. It's a hidden word. Right, back at the start. That's still gone well, or has gone well. I'm not sure. Kept in diamante purses. Purses makes things a hidden word, but not sure about that. Next one, tear off with rare bird. It prevents a sale. Bullshit is correct. That's one thing I am sure about. Lookalikes in nightcaps perhaps are lookalikes. Doppelgangers. Doubles. Doubles. Okay. Yes, nice easy one really. This was secret kind of ale. Kind of ad. Classified. Oh, that was nice. This foreign currency in Den from the east. Lair. Real, yes. Is that Brazil's currency or is that the one from somewhere in Asia? I think Brazil's with an E, but I'm not sure. What's this one? Gosh, the flying creature from the red planet, very hard. This is very hard, double H. Disappointingly rarer to capture one. Okay, so that's an anagram there, isn't it? Carrier. Is that Harrier? Marsh Harrier? Wow, okay. Mars, HH. Harrier, I think, being an anagram of rare with an I in it. Where's the A coming from? Rarer. Rare. Oh, yeah. What's this then? Dacia. That's perhaps info for. Oh, that doesn't have to be COD, does it? So look at this one down here. Retype from Milan footballers. That's Inter, I think. They've come a long way. Inter. Inter. Oh, I did say Interrail. Interrupt. Inter. This one. East China. Chamber. What chamber is this? Golden place where contrary views. Unheard. Upper chamber? Lower chamber? Must be some kind of chamber though, mustn't it? Why? That's chamber, I'm not sure. East China. Looks like it's mostly an anagram of East China, but assuming Inter is correct, and assuming COD is real, is correct. That's increasingly lazy. Dustier. Increasingly lazy. Doesn't really work. This one. Swim topless. Creative work truly at. As. Claret. Wine red? Why would they be wine red though? If it's red wine flipped would be. What does wine red mean? Oh, actually, wine. I think that's the a colour scheme, isn't it? Wine red. I'm not sure. I'm going to put it in there. What the heck? Oh gosh, what's this? 5 and 6. Burner. Something burner. My brain's going to those asteroid films. Deep Impact. Burner. Burner would fit. In which case, it's going to need to be written down. I think is the answer. Lunar. Bender. If that was burner, and I'm not saying it is, but if it were, I'd have lost the B, wouldn't I? So that wouldn't happen. That clearly wasn't going to happen then. Runner, Blade Runner. Oh yeah, good film that. Harrison Ford. Yes. Okay. Kept in Diamante purses. Diamante is 8 letters. Anagram of in Diamante, I think. Kept would be. Dido is the legendary queen. Performed at Globe. I don't understand why that is Do. Do is performed at Globe. I think it's Dido, pretty certain. This one, so I've got 2 ends. Diamante's got 2 ends, right? Ugh, the joy of having to write down the crossword. The Diamante in N-A-N-E-D. Gone. N-A-N-E-D. Maintained. Okay, I'll go with that being maintained. So it's real eyes. Real ale. Ale in that way, yeah, so I sound like of real as per the other real, maybe. And ale as in you're ailing. Tear off with rare bird, it prevents sale. Market. So that's 7 letters from there, isn't it? Let's have a look at this one. I think this was an anagram, wasn't it? Maybe. Kiggly, Kurt. Rockers flourish. Guitar something. Guitar. Is it? Leak. Okay, another bit of writing down the anagram. Kigali and Kurt, I think. Which is G-U-I-T-R. I've got an E. Guitar lick. Okay. Rock cod. That's rock, isn't it? Rock cod I have heard of. So that's probably spars. What? Wears underwear. Shorts. Twisted in the middle. In drinking spots. Short spar. Short spars. I think that is shorts. As in the bars where you would buy shorts. Let's see if that works. Tear off. With rare bird. It prevents a sale. Tear off. Okay, that could just be an anagram. Tear rare and bared. Yet another anagram to unravel. That's another game. Tear. Rare. And bird, I think. Assuming it's not looking for a synonym of that, which means I've got rid of ARE. Fair enough. I've got rid of a T and an A. Okay. I've got lots of R's left. Trade. Barrier. Okay. Are there many trade barriers around at the moment? I'm not sure. Trade barrier. What's this? An echo chamber. Okay. Echo chamber. E for echo. Yep. CH for China. Golden is amber. And the place where contrary views are known as an echo chamber. Okay. So why is this short spar? I think it's short spars. Short spars? Because it's plural. Wears. Underwears. Underwear is shorts, is it really? Twisted in the middle. Bras. Okay, shorts and bras. Bras is definitely underwear. Sports bras. Drinking spots. Sports. Yeah, sports is wears. Sports bars. Okay, drinking spots. Yes, that makes sense. Good. What have we got over here? This one. And this one. Swim topless. Okay. Creative word at. Truly. I'm assuming Marsh Harrier, which fits the wordplay, is correct. I think it is probably. Perhaps info from spy. Spy is either going to be. What's a spy? I have this problem very often. Rep, bond. Perhaps info is dossier. Okay. Dossier. Okay. Dossier. Brilliant. Retype into. They've come a long way. Interprets. Into PR. ETs. Yeah, interprets. Okay, which just leaves this to be at heart, I suppose. Truly. I don't quite know why that's at heart. Topless is hat. Creative work. No, it's bathe art, isn't it? Yep. There we go then. I think, yes, 280, exactly 18 minutes. Okay, good stuff. 18 minutes, wow. So that's about the same as the last 2 weeks. This week I didn't get stuck on anything in the same way I did last week. Right, I'll go through those clues as best I can. Obviously I'm doing it on the fly, so let's have a look. So yeah, we've got decline is, if something declines, it sags. So decline equals sag. A is in the clue, and a saga is a long story. Prepare what may be toast. So yeah, you might use brown bread for toast. I mean, you might use white bread as well, but in this case, brown bread. And brown bread is Cockney rhyming slang for deceased. Brown bread, dead. Loves is 0 in tennis, so 2 of them is 00. Embracing welcome. Welcome is high. And Ohio is the state, a state in America. Kept is maintained. It's well kept, it's well maintained. Which is maintained is an anagram of in diamante. And purses. Okay, purses is somehow an anagram indicator. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, we've got an anagram of tear, rare, bird. Off is your anagram indicator. With is telling you to anagram tear and rare bird. And a trade barrier is that anagram explained, and it prevents a sale. Primarily, we've got the trademark primarily clue from Everyman here. So it's an acrostic of blasted, obdurate, likewise socialist, hectoring in extremis, which gives you Bolshi, which is short for Bolshevik, who were the half of the Russian Revolution, as I recall. Can't remember. Exactly. Lookalikes are doubles, and a nightcap is the drink you have before bedtime. So maybe you have a double scotch or double brandy or something. I don't know. To stagger is to rock. Company is CO, shortened to CO. Ultimately rancid, so take the D of rancid, which gives you a rock fish, which is a type of rock cod, sorry, which is a type of fish. Getting names wrong. So we've got an anagram of names. Wrong is, well, getting wrong is your anagram indicator. For names. Then Everyman is me. Or is it I? Names I. Okay, I is Everyman and A is in the clue. So it's this is trademark Everyman clue. So yeah, anagram of names to get to amnes. I for Everyman, and then A is in the clue, and a kind of absent-mindedness is amnesia. Apparently a marsh harrier is a flying creature, and if the red planet is Mars, very hard is saying take two H's, so H for hard is normal, so very hard means put two H's, and we've got an anagram of rarer, which is indicated by disappointingly, and it's capturing an I for one, which is a 1. Somewhere in Western Asia, so we've got Azerbaijan, which is obtained from, so that's a anagram indicator that Bazar Tajin is an anagram of Azerbaijan, but we need to take out, there's no TA, to take out the TA there. No thanks, tar. Thanks, tar. Okay, foreign currency is the real. Now, I know Brazil uses the real, but I think they spell it R-E-A-L. I think there's a currency somewhere in Southeast Asia which is the real, but I can't remember. And then Den from the east, so there, coming that direction. Right, what have we got here? Reads is interpret. I think Milan footballers are Inter Milan. Inter. Hype is PR, as in public publicity. I forgot what PR stands for. Use it so often I just can't think. And then they've come a long way. Well, ETs, extraterrestrials, have come a long way. Reads is interprets. Hype from that. I don't quite see what it says. Put hype into that, but or PR into that. But I think that's the breakdown of it. PR. Public relations, there it is. There it is. Public relations. Right. Redundant is idle, as in you're not working, and a false god is an idol, IDOL. It's a sound like that, so they say it's a sound like indicator. On the downs, yeah, wears is sport, so he wears a lovely jacket. He's sporting a lovely jacket day, so sports. Underwear is bras, but they're twisted in the middle, so bras becomes bars. Change the A and the R around, and drinking spots are sports bars. In Kiggly, dancing with Kurt. So we've got an anagram of Kiggly Kurt. Dancing is your anagram indicator. I'm just looking actually to see if I can be a little bit more. I mean, the letters of Kurt are all within Kiggly, you know, because G in the K starts it. Dancing is definitely an anagram indicator. It's definitely an anagram of Kiggly and Kurt. And a rocker's flourish is a guitar lick. Play the guitar. To stagger is to reel, and to feel sick is to ale. We've got a sound like that, so real ale. And real ale is a booze. Claret, okay, so claret, flipping claret. Well, we've got red wine is, claret is red wine. So one of those is flipped. I suppose the second one is flipped, which gives you wine red, which is the colour of claret. Probably it's on some painting chart. If you wanted to go into B&Q and get some paint, and you wanted wine red, you know, kind of claret colour. Sci-fi film, Blade Runner, 1982, classic Ridley Scott film. Blah blah blah. Anagram of lunar bender. Drunken is your anagram indicator. Etna is a volcano. Regularly lost. So let's take out the H, the A, the D, the the R, E, and then put an A on the end. So we've got E, second and fourth letters of heat is ET, the second letter of and is an N, and then A for area on the end, I think is the way to do that one. So separate at that point. Right, didn't quite work this one out, did I? Legendary Queen. Well, Dido is a legendary queen, queen of legend. I can't tell you what she was or who she was exactly, other than she was a queen. Performed at globe. Okay, performed is did, and a globe is an O for an a round. It's a round shape, isn't it? So it's an O shape. Yeah, performed did. E for echo, NATO phonetic alphabet in reverse, really. Echo. China is CH, okay, fair enough, and golden is amber, and the place where contrary views are unheard is an echo chamber. Particularly think of something like social media where you're surrounded by the same voices saying the same stuff in an echo chamber. Secret, so I've got a double definition here. So a secret, something that's secret is classified, and a kind of ad is a classified advert. Daft is your anagram indicator that peddler is an anagram of espadrille, and robe sold footwear is the espadrille. Very popular in the late 80s with fans of Miami Vice and Don Johnson, I think, probably. I think I may even had a pair of those when I went to Spain as a teenager, who knows. Perhaps info from a spy, so this is probably another double definition really. So the info you get from spies is a dossier, and something that's increasingly lazier is dossier. To DOS is to lie around and not do much, so being lazy. It's increasingly lazy, so it's dossier. Swim topless, so bathe without the B, and then creative work is art, which gives you with the 2 and the 5 gives you at heart, and truly is at heart. Artist, Salvador Dali, is hidden word in sesquipedalian. There is Dali, sesquipedalian. Somewhat is your almost classic hidden word indicator. Some and somewhat are always worth looking for hidden words. We've got another hidden word here, but across notebook entry, starts at the end of notebook, goes into entry, but in this case our hidden word indicator is describes, and Kent is a English county. And we're back to the start. So there we go, all done, 18 minutes. Yeah, I think I wanged in quite a lot early on, so that helped out. 18 minutes, so good stuff. Thanks to Everyman for that one.